His turf, Julian growls. Fuck that. He stole a couple of $1 million of my product and sent his man to Vegas. Fuck him. He comes here. The others nod, and I realize that I'm outvoted. Not to Rapture, I reiterate. Not a problem, Mateo says, watching me steadily with hard, dark eyes. Energy is sparking off him, and I know he's holding back. Just say what you have to say, he shrugs. You're sure about this girl? I shove my hands into my hair and lean back in my chair. I can't fucking explain to you why, but yes, I'm sure. And you three are the only ones who can question me like this and live to tell about it. Quite a coincidence, Carson says again, shaking his head. But your gut hasn't steered us wrong yet. Now, how do we get Rizzo to Vegas? Julian glances at me. We could use her as bait. Fuck no. Just her name, Julian clarifies. Not her. She'll be safe in your building. I don't like it, but it might be the only way to get that asshole here. Just get him here.
Chapter 21. Lulu. Did you save this one for last on purpose? I ask as I step into the den wearing a black dress I'm officially obsessed with. Maybe, Shelley says with a pleased nod. He was right. Who? I frown at her in the mirror. Mr. Alexander picked that one out for you, and he was right because it hugs you in all the right places. I turn to the side and check out my ass. I'm not even wearing shapewear under this. You don't need it, Sheila points out. But also, I'm not wearing a bra, I add, biting my lip. The dress is hooked together in the front with silver safety pins down to just above my navel, so I can't wear a bra because it would show. I'm too big-chested to let the girls go free. Says who? Shelley demands. Are you uncomfortable? No, I admit. As long as it feels good, Sheila says, you're good to go. Honestly, Lulu, you look amazing. I'd kill to wear something like that, but you have the perfect body for it. We also got you these super cute wedge heels that are so comfortable. They are really adorable, and when I slip them on, I immediately know that they won't kill my feet. Sold! I smile at the two women who have been so nice to me. I just have to brush my hair and put on some mascara. Sheila scowls. Please let me do your makeup. I blink at her. Oh, you don't have to do that. I honestly want to. With that dress, you need something more dramatic than mascara. Don't worry, I won't go overboard. I honestly don't have much makeup to work with, I admit. I only have the basics. I always dressed down before, so I didn't draw any attention. But I admit I kind of like having my makeup done and looking nice. Especially since I don't have to worry about my father's men eyeing me as I walk through my own house. Not that it ever really felt like my house. Let me help. I have a kit with me, Sheila says with a smile. Just have a seat right here. It won't take long. I don't argue, and less than 30 minutes later, I stand in front of the mirror and grin. She was right. The makeup elevated the whole outfit. I need to invest in some nice makeup and have you give me pointers. I'm always down for that, Sheila says with a wink. I hear the front door open, so I walk out of the den. When Rome glances up at me, he does a double take and stops in his tracks. Yep, the dress works.
Fuck, you're gorgeous.
I laugh and cross to him. Thanks. Done with work so soon?
No, but I'm escorting you to the lounge. I have to show you some things, and I wanted a few minutes with you before I have to share you with everyone else.
I slip my hand into his and enjoy the way his palm feels against mine. I guess I'm ready. I won't have to store my purse or anything in a locker if I'm coming back here in the morning. Suddenly, Shelley and Sheila come out of the den, pulling mostly empty racks behind them. We're done here, Mr. Alexander, Shelley says. You'll be refunded for the things that didn't work.
Thanks for your help,
he says. I had fun, I tell them both. Thank you so much. It was our pleasure, Sheila says with a wink. Hit me up when you want that makeup lesson. I smile at her, and once they're gone, Rome turns to me and brushes his finger along my jawbone.
Did you really enjoy your time with them?
Actually, yes. They're nice girls. He leans in and presses his lips next to my ear.
I can't wait to get you out of this stunning fucking dress in the morning.
I swallow hard and brace myself with my hands on his sides. They said you picked it out. Does getting me out of it mean you don't like it? Rome ghosts his lips over the shell of my ear.
Not at all. It's fucking perfect, and it's going to look even better on the floor of my bedroom.
I swallow thickly and then chuckle when he presses his lips to my forehead. I have to go to work, I remind him.
I'm aware. Before we go, I want to lay some ground rules.
Here we go. I should have known. I'm not under my father's control anymore, but I'm under Rome's roof now, and there are always fucking rules. Okay.
Number 1, you'll keep this on you.
He passes me a cell phone, and I frown up at him.
It has my number in it, along with Luke, my second in command, and the men who will accompany you if you leave the building. That's rule number 2, no leaving without my men to keep you safe.
I blink up at him. Let's go back to rule number 1. You got me a phone?
Yes, I need to be able to reach you and vice versa. It's yours.
I sigh. You've already done so much. I don't need a phone. I don't have anyone to call.
You have me,
He says, hooking his finger under my chin, forcing me to look him in the eyes.
and I want to be able to call you, especially if something comes up and I have to leave unexpectedly.
I lick my lips and slip the phone into my pocket. This amazing dress has pockets. Thank you, I murmur. What else?
I want you to make a grocery list at some point so we have all of your favorites here.
No, you don't. I shake my head and start to laugh.
I'm missing something.
Rome, I went to culinary school. If you set me loose on your kitchen, which is so freaking beautiful I might want to marry it, I'll never come out of it. I'll be cooking enough for 20 people every day. It's my favorite hobby. His smile is beautiful.
The kitchen is yours, Eloise. Make your lists or take your detail and go to the grocery store whenever you want.
Holy shit, I whisper. These rules are nothing like the ones at my father's house.
What other talents do you have?
I got a certificate in massage. Oh, and I took classes on goldsmithing. He blinks at me.
Goldsmithing.
Yes, you know, jewelry, setting stones and designing things. It's really interesting, actually. He smirks, and then he laughs.
Julian is going to love that. Anything else I should be aware of?
When I'm nervous or scared, I clean. Oh, when I'm mad, I also rage clean. Basically, I hope you have a mop.
I don't want you cleaning this penthouse.
I plug in a spicy audiobook and clean. It's not a big deal, Rome. He looks uncomfortable.
You don't work here.
I let out a laugh. Actually, I do, and I think I'm going to be late.
Luckily, sassy woman, I'm the boss, so it doesn't matter. Okay, we can figure out the rest later.
Those are the only rules?
The only ones off the top of my head. No fucking other men is a given, but if you need me to lay it out for you, that's fine. Let's move it up to rule number 1.
I shake my head as I walk with him to the door. I don't think I planned to do that. I glance up at him. Does that mean that you won't? I clear my throat and he corners me against the still closed door.
No, Firefly. The only woman I'm even remotely interested in is you. The rule applies to both of us.
I lick my lips. Okay.
Okay.
He kisses my forehead, and then we're in the hall, where 2 men are standing.
This is Luke, my second. You probably don't remember him from earlier.
I shake my head and don't reach out to shake hands.
I'm glad you're feeling better.
Luke says with a wink. Rome turns to the other man.
And this is Sebastian. He's one of our men, and you'll see him from time to time. Tonight his duty is outside of our door.
Do you always have someone guarding the door? I ask as he leads me to the elevator.
Yes, when I'm in residence, there are 2 guards outside. There are also always men outside the elevators on each floor. You'll eventually learn their names.
I frown up at him as we walk into the elevator and he presses a button, making it stay where it is.
This is a palm print. You need to use it to get to this floor. Go ahead and lay your hand on the glass.
I do as I'm told, and a few seconds later, a green light blips.
Now you have access to the penthouse. If you want to come up here on your break or for any reason, you have full access, always. This is your home, Eloise. Understand?
I nod, feeling overwhelmed. Jesus, he wasn't lying earlier. Rome is an important man. He truly wants me to stay here. I have no idea how long that will last, but if I can save money, I'll be ready for when he doesn't want me here anymore. I'm anything if not savvy. Sophisticated security and 2 men at the elevators when he's in residence also scream that Rome wasn't lying about being an important man. It's daunting. Exciting. But can he really keep me safe from my father?
The lounge is on the 2nd floor, as you know.
He says, pushing the correct button.
As are several of the offices, like for Loveland, Rita, and Luke.
Luke's in the elevator with us, not saying a word. I glance back at him.
My office is 1 floor above on the 3rd floor. You now have access to that as well.
You're just allowing me to waltz all over your property?
Is there any reason I shouldn't trust you, Firefly?
Of course not. I guess I'm just not used to... It doesn't matter. I won't snoop around or anything. He smirks and the doors open to the 2nd level. I step out, but Rome doesn't release my hand. He doesn't leave the elevator, so I turn back and raise an eyebrow.
Have a good night, Eloise.
He kisses the back of my hand. You too, Rome. He releases me then, and the doors close on him. I walk over to the bar area where Rita and Max are already working. The lounge seems to fill up quickly early at night as people come in to socialize before moving on to other areas. And when I check the time, I see I'm 5 minutes late. Sorry, Rita, I say with a wince. It won't happen again. All good, Lulu. Rome mentioned you might be late. She shrugs. No big deal. I don't have time to talk to her, to ask questions or tell her I'm living with him now, which is still crazy to me. I'm living with the hottest man I've ever seen in my life. How did that happen? There are a couple of members on that end of the bar who I haven't gotten to yet, Rita says with a friendly smile. Jump on in, honey. Also, you look scorching in that dress. Thanks, I say with a grin as I tie the apron around my waist, then walk down the bar to my first customer. Hey there, handsome, I say with a grin as I approach the member. What can I get for you? His eyes skim over the black tank dress I'm wearing, pausing at my exposed cleavage. Sure, I'm showing off more of myself than I normally would, but this is a freaking sex club, and I'm completely covered.
1 hour in a privacy room.
His response makes me grin, but also feel on edge. There's something about this guy that I don't like. Sorry, I'm working, I reply, deciding to forego any more flirtation with him. Take your poison.
Whiskey. Neat.
He replies and leans on the bar, still watching me closely.
Rita, I'm sorry, what's your name, gorgeous?
Lulu, I reply, starting to feel uncomfortable.
Give Lulu an hour off,
he says, but Rita shakes her head. Not happening, Rita says, and then she turns her gaze to me and says only loud enough for me to hear, Watch yourself, Lou. Flirting with customers is normal. Build a light, friendly camaraderie with them and they tip well. But I only have eyes for Rome and I suddenly feel like I crossed a line I shouldn't have. Except I didn't. I didn't do anything wrong, I murmur back to her. Didn't say you did, but that guy is rich, powerful, and doesn't take no for an answer. Be careful. I nod and deliver his drink to him. Have a good evening. He nods, slaps 100 on the bar, then walks away. I let out a long breath. I barely flirted with him. I say to Max as he stops by me to fill a glass with water. And that was only because I was in a good mood.
Babe, flirting is the name of our game. But some of the customers take it a little far. That guy, Aaron Pierce, is one of them. Have you heard that name? Or are you too new to Vegas?
Too new. Max nods.
He's the mayor.
My eyes just about bulge out of my head. Of the city?
Yep.
Max gives me a stern look.
Smile, say hi, ask what they'd like to drink. Be cautious with compliments unless you'd like to go to the playroom at some point.
I'm not here for that, I reply, shaking my head. Something tells me that would be a hard no from Rome. And unless it's with him, it doesn't interest me.
That's a good boundary to set right away.
Max nods. Do you play? On your nights off?
Fuck yes.
He says with a laugh.
But it's not for everyone, and that's okay. If you were into it, I'd invite you in.
I blink at him in shock.
I hate to break it to you, but you're sexy as fuck, Lou.
Max growls next to my ear.
So if you ever change your mind, the offer stands.
I lick my lips and offer him a smile. Good to know. He winks and walks away to take another order. Max thinks I'm sexy as fuck. Can't say that doesn't give me confidence. However, I have a strong feeling that Rome would not like that one bit. The night gets busy and I'm starting to feel more self-assured with each order that comes in. Rita is definitely right about the clientele. They're all loaded and know what they want. A few hours in, I turn around and see that Scarlett has sidled up to the bar. Well, hey, do you want a drink? Scarlett wrinkles her nose and shakes her head. No thanks. Mr. Alexander asked me to come take you on an official tour since you haven't seen everything yet. I glance over at Rita, who nods. You're good to go. Excitement courses through me. I admit I'm curious to see the playroom, just to see what all the fuss is about. I've heard so much about it. But when Scarlett loops her arm through mine, she leads me to an elevator. Aren't we going to the playroom? She winks as the doors open for us and leads me inside. Abso-fucking-lutely, but first we're going up. We'll work our way down. I've been to the penthouse, I reply. What? Her voice screeches at a decibel only dogs and aliens can hear. You what? I've been to the penthouse, I say again. Scarlett starts to jump up and down, still holding my arm, jostling me. Girl, you'd better start talking. Mr. Alexander never lets anyone on that floor. Ever. It's forbidden. It's even part of our onboarding paperwork. Even though you need to have your palm programmed in to get up there, it's outlined just so no one tries. Did you get in trouble or something? He took me, I reply and bite my lip. How much do I tell her? I don't think I should tell her about my father or the guy who came to take me back to him. Or being drugged. He took you to his penthouse, she echoes softly as we reach the 10th floor and the doors open. She takes my hand and pulls me out of the elevator before the doors can shut on us. Sure enough, just like Rome said, a big guy dressed in all black stands next to the elevator. Scarlett pulls me to the side and turns to face me. Did he fuck you? No, but he slept with me. Her blue eyes widen and she's watching me like I'm a mythical creature. And he had personal shoppers come in with racks of clothes for me. Her eyes skim down my body and back up again. Was this dress one of them? She asks. Yeah. It's killer. Shows your curves off perfectly. I'd kill for your tits. I smirk and check hers out. She's in red leather tonight. I thought the same about you the first time I saw you. You're sweet. But let's circle back. You slept with Mr. Alexander in his penthouse. I think I'm living there now. Scarlett lets go of me and backs away 2 steps as if she's afraid to touch me. What? What's wrong? Holy Jesus Christ! She shakes her head. Wow! I'm so happy for him and for you. This is awesome. I'm totally jealous because he's hot as fuck and so mysterious. And I'll bet that man can do amazing things in the bedroom. Also, he's always been so kind to everyone on staff, but never too kind, if you know what I mean. Scarlett has diarrhea of the mouth. It's amazing. And I know he's into some shady shit that is none of my business, but who cares? He's the best boss, and I love you to death. We're already besties. I want you guys to work out. Besties? I've never had a bestie. Thanks. It's really new. Obviously, she says with a laugh and takes my arm again. You just got here. But sometimes, when it's right, you just know. I nod because that's exactly what it was. What it is. And I love that she gets it, and she's happy for me, and she's not asking weird questions. Scarlett is one of the most genuine girls I've ever met, so I don't doubt her sentiments at all. And knowing she considers us besties is awesome. I haven't had many friends growing up, and her enthusiasm is infectious. But the most telling is that she's happy that Rome is happy. That speaks volumes about the man. Rita and Max show him the utmost respect, as do his men. So I'm with Scarlett. I hope that this will be right, because even though I've only known him for such a short time, he's been nothing but kind and respectful. Where are we? The color scheme up here is different. Soothing, with blues and greens and glittery ceilings that look like diamonds. The spa, she says with a grin as she leads me into a lobby with water features that tinkle in the air. And when I look in the pond, huge koi fish are swimming around. It's magical. So in addition to this whole building being Mr. Alexander's home and the club, it's also a full-service hotel with apartments. There's a west and an east wing. The west side is mostly the hotel, the restaurant, and a casino over there that Mr. St. James owns called King of Spades. Who's Mr. St. James? I ask her. Carson? He's around a lot. I've met him, I confirm, and she nods and keeps talking. We have clients from all over the world, and when they come to Vegas to play at the club, they stay here on site. Well, most do. They don't have to, but it's so fancy and nice that most take advantage of it. I nod, enjoying the way it smells of jasmine and orange blossoms. Just being here in the lobby is relaxing. The two women behind the reception desk smile at us. The spa is open all the time? This is Vegas, Scarlett reminds me. Everything is open all the time. Okay, so the floors between this one and the penthouse are all apartments. A few of the staff live here on site too, like Rita, Loveland, some of Mr. Alexander's security, people like that. The east side, which is connected by the coolest sky bridge in Vegas, is the hotel. You don't have to be a member to stay there, but you do have to be a member to come to the west side. The hotel has its own spa and workout center over there. Interesting, I murmur. Plus, as part of our membership package, we can take advantage of the spa and the gym, which I'll also show you. We get a killer discount on services. You have to get a massage from Kathy. You'll never be the same. And we have some of the best estheticians in the country. My skin doesn't glow like this all on its own. We'll have a girl day up here soon. Just the thought of that excites me. I've had plenty of massages, but I've never been pampered with a whole girl day. I'm in.
Chapter 22. Rome.
I've never been pampered with a whole girl day. I'm in.
My firefly's face lights up and I rub my hand over my chest as I lean forward, taking everything in. I've been listening since they left the bar, following them through all of the camera feeds from the comfort of my own office. I don't mind that she's confided in Scarlett. I want her to make friends, and based on Scarlett's reaction, I need to give the woman a raise. She's loyal, and I reward loyalty. I'll arrange for a day in the spa for both of them.
Do you like to work out?
Scarlett asks Eloise as they walk back to the elevator.
Define workout.
Eloise replies with a smirk.
Because not really. I mean, I'm on my feet a lot and I like it. But no, I've never been to a gym. I wasn't allowed to.
Scarlett frowns at her as she presses the button in the elevator for the next floor down, and I switch cameras.
What do you mean?
Scarlett asks.
Well, I wasn't allowed to leave my house much. Just for classes, and if I volunteered. Going to the gym wouldn't have been allowed, even though my father totally fat-shamed me every chance he got.
Rizzo's going to meet a painful death.
Dude, you're beautiful.
Scarlett says, and I can tell that she squeezes the arm she's been holding. I don't love someone else touching my firefly, but I'll allow this. Eloise looks at ease. Not only that, but Scarlett's telling my firefly the truth. She is beautiful. Sexy.
People suck. I didn't know that Loveland was such a sizist. Sizist?
Eloise asks.
You know, someone biased based on size. So I'm totally bisexual. I love people. Male, female, trans, I don't really care. Sexy is a state of mind, an attitude, a persona, if you will. And it comes in all shapes and sizes. I mean, look at you.
I narrow my eyes as the elevator stops and they step out, and I shift cameras again.
Your curves are amazing. You have to know that your father was so wrong. You're a bombshell. And you have all that gorgeous dark hair and green eyes and, yeah, I get why Mr. Alexander wants to keep you.
Eloise snorts, and it's fucking adorable. Yeah, I want to keep her. I am keeping her.
Chapter 23. Lulu. Okay, now you're just being nice. I think besties are supposed to say stuff like this. Scarlett laughs and leads me into the gym. There are treadmills, rowing machines, ellipticals, and other machines that I wouldn't know how to use. There are also tons of weights and a room with yoga mats rolled up and stacked on the side. I mean, sure, she says. It's my job to make you feel good about yourself as your bestie, but I am not a liar. So don't listen to Loveland or your father or anyone else. I think you're awesome. I grin at her. I think you're awesome too. Are you going to make me work out? Duh, Scarlett rolls her eyes. If I have to suffer, so do you. But we can reward ourselves with a protein smoothie after our workouts. I guess that could be a thing. Do you live here too? No. She shakes her head and leads me around to where the smoothie bar is. It's staffed now, even after midnight. It must be available around the clock as well. I would love to, but I'm not a manager or anything. I share a house with 4 other women about 30 minutes from here. I wrinkle my nose. That's far away. It's not so bad. It's a really nice house, and we all have our own suites. But yeah, it's a bit of a commute. I'm not complaining, though. If I was ever worried, I know that Mr. Alexander would have someone get me home. Not that I'd ask. I could imagine him doing that. It's no wonder his staff revere him. I'm just about to ask Scarlett about her housemates, because you never know, one day I might need to find something similar. But she asks another question. So have you met Mr. Alexander's security? Specifically, Luke? I blink over at her. Yeah, I have. Why do you ask? Oh, no reason. She bites her lip and won't look at me. I pull us to a stop. No way, there's a reason. She shifts on her feet. He's hot. I've done scenes with Luke in the playroom, and I like him a lot. But I don't think he likes me back. Not in that way, anyway. We fuck a lot, but that's it. What do you mean, you do scenes?
Chapter 24. Rome. Oh, Firefly, I have so much to teach you.
Chapter 25. Lulu. I'll show you, Scarlett says with a knowing smile. Now that you've seen all of this, we'll go back downstairs. We'll start our workouts first thing after our shift tonight. You want me to work out at 6 in the morning? I mean, unless Mr. Alexander is giving you a different kind of workout, yes. She smirks and hits the button for the elevator. Are you from Vegas? I ask her. Nah, I'm from Nebraska. She shakes her head. It's so boring there. I wanted bright lights and excitement. So I came here when I turned 18 and found this job about a year later. I'm never leaving it. I'll be old and wrinkled and still working in the playroom. I giggle at the thought, and then we're back on the lounge level. I wave at Rita as Scarlett leads me to the heavy double doors that open to the playroom. And when she pulls it open, I step inside and feel my breath catch in my lungs. Oh my God. The black and gray color scheme does not carry into this space. It's white. White tile floors, white wallpaper with gold designs in it. Flowy, transparent fabric hangs from the ceiling, giving the illusion of rooms. The stage is dark and empty right now, but I can't help but wonder what kinds of shows they put on in here. The furniture is all in jewel tones. Purples, reds, yellows, and greens. I don't even know what half of it is because I've never seen anything like it. But then there are also couches, stools, and benches. There are 2 beds in opposite corners of the space, and there are pillars throughout the room where couples are fucking. A lot of sex is happening in here. Music pounds around me, which fascinates me because I don't hear the music in the lounge. The playroom must be soundproofed. Scarlett leads me to the right. We're going to make a circle, she yells into my ear, through the whole space so you can take it all in. Then we'll walk down the hall of privacy rooms. I can only nod as she leads me to the corner with the first bed. A woman is lying in the middle of red satin sheets on her back, all 4 limbs secured with ropes to the corners of the bed. She's naked, and 2 men, one on either side, are playing with her, running huge peacock feathers up and down her skin. They're just beginning, Scarlett tells me. They'll progress with different instruments until they get to the pain part. The pain? Sure, she's here to test her limits, and George and Adam are the best. They'll keep her safe, check in with her often, and the second she uses a safe word, it's over. This is just one kind of scene I was telling you about. Have you done this? I ask her. Of course. She winks at me and we stay to watch. It's not sterile looking as far as decor goes. Ruby red drapes frame the bed, giving it a rich tone that feels intimate. The men switch from feathers to soft makeup brushes, the kind I'd use for my blush. They circle her breasts, down her stomach and over her pussy, then down her legs. Next up is a riding crop, and now I shift on my feet. But they don't slap her with it. They glide it over her skin, up and down her body. One of them does give her breast a little slap, and she gasps, then smiles. Is that normal? For women to like that? Over here is the spanking bench. Scarlett gestures for me to keep walking, and my eyebrows climb. It's what it sounds like. You bend over and someone spanks you. Or you're the spanker. Both are fun. I notice there are restraints on it, and I frown. You get tied down while they spank you? Sometimes, but you don't always have to be. They're there for whoever wants to use them. I don't want to be hit. I shake my head adamantly. No, thank you. A hard limit. She nods approvingly. I like it. No spanking bench for you, then. I'm so out of my element. The 2 brief sexual encounters I've had did nothing to prepare me for this. Watching these people be so unabashedly open with their sexuality almost makes me jealous. That they're not shy about being naked, about making noise and taking what they want, is something I admire and respect. I don't know that I could do it. Could I? I imagine Rome kissing me, touching me, pushing me up against one of the pillars, and my core tightens. But letting him get me naked here? I don't think so. The entire time we've been in here, I feel like his eyes are on me. But I haven't seen him in the room. That doesn't mean he's not watching. I know he is. I can feel his eyes on me. Scarlett leads me past a couch where 2 men are fucking one woman. She's straddling one of them and the other is behind her, and all 3 are writhing like it's the best night of their life. Against a pillar, a man has another man bent over, gripping the wood tightly as he's fucked from behind. There's so much to see everywhere. So much movement and noise and music. I try to keep my face impassive because I don't want anyone to feel like I'm judging them. Because I'm not. I think it's awesome that this place exists. But there's a lot here that I don't want to do. Breath play? I don't know about that. Definitely no spanking or whipping. Being tied up actually looks kind of hot. "Shibari," Scarlett whispers to me as we approach a man working with different colored ropes with his partner. "That's what it's called." "I kind of like it," I admit, and she smiles with a nod. The guy wanders over to me and lets me touch the ropes, winking at me. They're so soft, and the knots he's made all up and down her body are beautiful. He returns to his girl and continues. She's kneeling, her hands behind her back, watching him closely. She's panting. Her eyes are dilated so wide all I can see is black. And I can see why. Yeah, that's hot as fuck, and I wonder if Rome can do that. After we make our way around the room, she leads me through another set of doors and down a hallway. But it's not really that simple. It's so beautiful down here. The floor is mustard yellow and the walls are papered in a gorgeous purple design. The music is muted a bit here, but I can still hear it. "Most of the rooms are private," she says. "Members can book them ahead of time. Sometimes they ask one or more of us to join them or bring their own partners." "Not all of the rooms are private?" I ask her. "Some are voyeur rooms," she grins. "Isn't that what the playroom is?" Scarlett laughs and wraps her arm around my shoulder. "I guess so, but this is different. Basically, people are engaging in things in the room with the guise that it's just for them. But there are windows for people to watch, like here." A small crowd is gathered around the window that looks into an opulent room. There's a king-sized bed, and in the center of it, a woman is on her hands and knees, and a man is fucking her from behind. One hand on her throat, one on her ass, pounding into her, and she's screaming his name. Her hair falls over her face, and he gently brushes it aside. He leans over her, kisses her neck, and whispers something into her ear that has her grinning, as if in anticipation of whatever he's suggested. It's hot as hell. By the time we're finished in the privacy hall, I'm so worked up I can hardly breathe. My thighs tremble, my lips are parted, and I'm breathing hard. I need Rome. I want him like I've never wanted anyone before, and I need him to soothe this ache that Scarlett's tour has brought out inside me. I feel like I'll die if he doesn't do something about this right now. "Do you know where Rome is?" I ask Scarlett as we walk out and into the lounge. "I think probably his office," she says, pointing toward the elevator. But I'm already striding away, not even glancing at the bar as I go in search of the man who has called me his own, who has brought me into his home, into his workplace, into his playroom. The man I want with every breath within me. My man. I nod at the guard by the elevator, then press my palm to the glass reader and the button for the 3rd floor, needing to get to Rome. Hoping he's alone, I also hope he's okay with me attacking him in there. I hope I don't get fired. Yet at this moment, I don't really care if I do, because all I can think about is getting to the man who has totally taken over my universe. I don't bother knocking on the door, and when I push inside, Rome glances up from his computer and lifts an eyebrow. "Were you watching me?" I ask him as I move to lock the door, but the mechanism flips before I can reach for it. I whirl back to him and see his finger on a button on his desk. Then all of the windows magically go cloudy so we can't see out and no one can see in, and I take a deep breath in.
Every minute?
He confirms.
You're gorgeous. And what did you think of my club, Firefly?
I lick my lips and lean against the door. I want him, but I also love the way he's looking at me right now. His blue eyes dance up and down my body, and when they find my eyes again, I smile at him. It's fucking amazing, Rome. I love it. His eyes darken.
Your face is so expressive.
He says as he stands from behind the desk and circles it, moving toward me.
Not judgmental.
I shake my head. When he's standing right before me, his thumb brushes over my lower lip.
You liked the voyeur room.
I don't answer him.
You hated the spanking.
I've been hit enough. His jaw clenches at that. God, he's sexy. He's in a white dress shirt with the sleeves rolled on his forearms, showing off that ink. His hair is perfectly styled and makes my fingers itch to mess it up.
What was your favorite part?
He asks. The ropes. He hums deep in his throat and brushes his nose down my neck before looking at me again.
Why are you in my office, Firefly?
Because I'm so turned on, I admit, staring at his lips.
And?
My gaze whips back up to his. And I needed to find you. God, that makes me feel vulnerable, but it's the truth.
Oh, Firefly, that was the right fucking answer. Chapter 26. Rome. Did watching all of that turn you on, beautiful? I brace my hand on the door above her head and lean into her, brushing my nose down her soft cheek. Her hands glide up my chest, but she doesn't respond. Answer me, Eloise.
Yes.
Her voice is breathy and small, so I pull back to look into her gorgeous eyes. There's lust there, but something else as well that I can't put my finger on. What's wrong? I brush my thumb under her eye, over the apple of her cheek. Talk to me, Firefly.
What?
She swallows hard and her brows quickly pull together before relaxing again.
What's wrong with me that I'm so turned on by...
Absolutely fucking nothing is wrong with you. And I hate that she'd question it for even 1 second. She pulls in a shaky breath as I pepper kisses on her neck. It should turn you on to see others enjoying themselves, to know that what they're doing is consensual and safe, and that they're getting exactly what they want and need, even if it's not something that you yourself would enjoy. Her hands move farther up into my hair and I pause. It's a knee-jerk reaction. Aside from my barber, no one has touched my head in years. But when she pushes her sweet fingers into the strands, it feels like heaven, and I resume kissing her jawline. You're so fucking beautiful, I tell her again. I can't stop telling her because it's true. So sweet. This hair. I push her thick, dark locks over her shoulder, exposing more skin from my lips, and lightly nibble on the fleshy part of her shoulder before I sink my teeth in and mark her. Your skin is so fucking soft, I continue, moving back to her neck, hovering over her pulse point. And I can't wait to sink inside you. She whimpers, pushing her stomach against my already hard cock, and I can't help but grin against her neck. You like the sound of that, don't you?
Yes.
Her breathy responses are going to be the death of me. Me too. But right now we don't have time for me to lose myself inside you. Once I get inside that sweet little cunt, I won't want to leave for a good long while. I'll bet you're tight as fuck. My hand glides down her side and I bunch the skirt of her dress up so I can ghost my hand up her soft as fuck thigh. Christ, I can't wait to push my face between these soft thighs and devour her. And suddenly a wave of jealousy rolls through me at the thought of anyone enjoying her like this. How many men, Eloise? I'm watching her face, wanting to see every reaction as my fingers move up and I find her panties soaked as fuck.
What?
She stammers. How many fuckers have been here before me? The thought of it sets me on edge. The idea of anyone seeing her like this makes me want to kill someone. Tell me. She scowls.
No.
Wrong answer. I whisper against her cheek and push the tip of my finger over her slit, over the panties. Tell me how many have had the privilege of touching your sweet little pussy. She shakes her head, but I nudge my finger inside her panties and lightly brush her hard clit, and she gasps. If you don't tell me, this stops right now.
Don't stop.
How many? She whimpers, swallows hard, then says,
1.
Fuck. 1? But then I'm reminded that her father ruled with an iron fist, and it's a wonder anyone was able to get their hands on her. Was he selling her to a man expecting a virgin? Fuck the bastard. She's mine. I push my finger inside her wet heat. She tips her face forward onto my chest and groans deeply while her tight muscles pulse around me. Fuck, baby. You're so tight.
Please don't stop.
She circles her hips, sucking me in all the way to my first knuckle. I can't wait for it to be my cock. A second finger joins in the fun and she groans again.
Rome.
That's right, say my name, Firefly. Who's finger fucking you up against this door?
Rome.
She tips her face up to look at me.
You are.
I nip at her chin and I know she wants me to kiss her. But I love edging the fuck out of her, so she can't have that quite yet. Fuck, you're soaked. Did you need me to take care of this for you, Eloise? She nods and her jaw drops into an O when I cover her clit with my thumb and brush back and forth. My hand is soaked from her, and I'm so tempted to unfasten my slacks and take her right here. But then I feel her quiver, her cheeks flush even more than they already were, and her eyes go glassy. There it is. I can't take my eyes off her perfect, expressive face. That's right, take it, baby. This is what you needed, so you take it. Come for me. She cries out with it, not caring in the least if anyone can hear her. They can't. Her body jerks, her pussy clenches down hard, and she falls apart with her orgasm. Stunning, I murmur as I kiss her neck and pull my hand free of her, then lift my fingers to my lips and taste her. So fucking sweet. She blanches as she watches me lick every drop, as if no one has tasted her before. Did he not do this for you, Eloise? She bites her lip, breathing hard, those gleaming eyes pinned to me, and shakes her head. Good. This is mine. Only I get to taste you. I step back far enough to make sure she's straightened out, then I close the gap and kiss her forehead. Now you'd better get back to work. She huffs out of breath.
At least I'm not fired.
Are you kidding? That was worth a raise. I wink at her, then open the door. Go on. Have a good night, Firefly. She looks like she wants to say something, but she just offers me a smile and walks away. As she gets to the end of the hallway, I hear her mutter,
Holy fucking shit.
and it makes me chuckle as I leave the door open and return to my desk. 3 texts are waiting for me from Luke that I ignored while I was getting my little Firefly off. Totally worth it. L. 10 minutes. L. Need you down here, boss. L. We have a problem. I shove my gun in its holster, grab my suit coat, and hurry down to the loading dock. It's a 10-minute walk from my office, and when I get there, I snarl. Oh, good. You finally fucking showed up. That's not Luke. My second watches me with rage-filled eyes. He has 3 semi-automatic weapons trained on him. 3 of my men are dead. The others are also held at gunpoint. What the fuck? Mendoza, the new head of the cartel since his father died last month, grins, showing off a gold tooth. What a fucking tool. We're going to change our terms. I've done business with your family for a long fucking time, Mendoza, I reply, ignoring the snick of more guns being cocked and turned my way as I casually walk toward the man. The terms have been mutually beneficial. I'm the head now, he sneers, and I've decided that it's not beneficial for me. Fuck you. But I keep my face bland. What would you like the new terms to be? His eyes gleam. He's such a greedy fuck. I'm raising the price by 100%. I simply tip up an eyebrow and let the statement hang in the air for a moment. Let me get this straight. You delivered my product, but rather than make the transaction as agreed upon and then setting up a meeting with me at a later time to discuss further business dealings like a respectful head would do, you came to my dock, killed my men, and have changed the terms. Mendoza tips his head to the side as if he's thinking about it. That's right. I shake my head and walk to Luke, staring him in the eyes, and have a silent conversation. There are 8 of Mendoza's men here, all with weapons drawn. I have myself, Luke, and 4 other men. The odds are excellent, given that my men are highly trained in hand-to-hand combat, but I don't like that they're not armed. I want you to toss your gun aside, Mendoza thinks to add, and I smile at him, knowing that the look on my face makes most men piss themselves. Mendoza's men shift, share a look, and we use that moment to strike. I draw my weapon and kill 4 of his men immediately, while Luke snaps the neck of one and the other 4 of my men wipe out the rest. Mendoza's eyes are wide. The whole altercation took less than 10 seconds. And now he's alone, unarmed, and fucked. If you kill me, you'll start a war, he says, lifting his chin. You just did that all on your own, I reply, holstering my gun. Now, to repay me for this inconvenience, you're leaving the product here free of charge. His face goes beet red as rage fills him. I don't give a fuck. And this will be the last time you sell anything. Not to only me, but also to anyone else in Vegas. You're done in my city. We've had this territory for 3 generations. I don't fucking care, I roar over him. Your father was an honorable man. He was a pleasure to do business with. Now I have to deal with a sniveling, greedy, entitled piece of shit like you? No, I don't do business like that. Get the fuck off my dock and don't come back to Vegas or you won't leave alive. I turn my back on him, further disrespecting him, and walk to Luke. Call Shen, I tell him, irritated that I just ruined yet another suit with blood spatter. Get this cleaned up and make sure he leaves town immediately. On it, Luke says with a nod, frowning down at the 4 we lost. Make sure the families are paid. He nods again. Will do. Before returning to my office, I go up to the penthouse and shower. After I changed into a clean suit, I returned downstairs where I plan to sit at the bar and fluster my firefly. Instead, I run into Loveland. I haven't seen much of her since the other day in my office, but when she catches sight of me, she pauses. Her eyes widen, but then she lifts her chin and approaches me.
We had a problem in the playroom,
she says. What the fuck is going on tonight? What kind of problem? I ask her.
Mr. Sanderson brought his own flask in. Apparently he's not a fan of the 2-drink rule.
My eyes narrow. Where is he?
He was escorted out. I informed him that his membership was revoked and he wouldn't be getting a refund.
Did he hurt anyone? Her eyes softened just a bit.
No. He was obnoxious, lewd, and annoying, but he didn't get his hands on anyone. Rom.
I nod and walk past her. Good. I turn back and lift an eyebrow.
I hope she's worth it.
I step back to her so I can talk low in her ear. She's worth everything, and you'll do good to remember to mind your own fucking business. I leave her and decide to make a pass through the playroom just to make sure that everything is okay. I glance at the bar in the lounge and see Eloise smiling as she passes someone a martini. She glances my way, and her smile widens. But when she sees me reach for the playroom door, that smile dims a bit. Don't worry, Firefly. I'll make it clear to her later that she's the only one I'll have my hands or anything else on for the rest of my life.
Chapter 27. Lulu. See you tomorrow, Scarlett says with a sleepy smile. I'm gonna go pass out for the next 24 hours. You're not working tonight? I ask her. Nope, I'm gonna sleep and eat and do some laundry. Do you work tonight? No, actually. I'm going to get some sleep too, and then I'm going to cook. Scarlett's eyebrows climb. What are you going to cook? I haven't decided yet. With a smile, I pull my phone out and pass it to her. Give me your number, and if it sounds good to you, you're welcome to come eat with me. She pauses. I can't come up and eat at the penthouse. Why not? I frown at her. Because I'm not allowed to be up there. I live there, I remind her, and you're my bestie. I'm inviting you. She takes the phone from me and plugs in her number. Please just check with Mr. Alexander first, okay? If it makes you feel better, I will, but it'll be fine. Go, get some rest. With a smile, I get into the elevator and press my hand to the glass for the penthouse. I came up right after work to change into the only leggings and t-shirt I have before going back to the gym to work out with Scarlett. My muscles are going to ache tomorrow. I step off the elevator and smile at the guard standing there, and then smile again at the one in front of the penthouse door. There's only one, so Rome isn't home yet, which is kind of good. I need a shower and a little time alone. I didn't like that he went into the playroom earlier, which is totally stupid. This is his club. Of course he makes the rounds and walks through the place. It doesn't mean he's touching anyone or having sex or even checking them out. But yeah, the green-eyed monster appeared for the first time in my life. I kick out of my shoes and carry them to the bedroom where all my things are. But then I frown. I don't know that Rome is okay with me being in his personal space. I know he said I'm living here, at least until things are settled with my father, but that doesn't mean I'm living here. I venture out and down the hall and find a guest room that is obviously rarely used. But the bed is nice and it's a good-sized space with an attached bathroom, so I decide to make this my home base. I transfer most of my clothes to the closet and then the few toiletries I have to the bathroom, then check out the kitchen downstairs before I shower and go to sleep. I wasn't kidding when I said I could permanently squat in this kitchen. It's a chef's dream with at least a square mile of counter space. Gorgeous white marble countertops and a huge island make the room so bright. The cabinets are light wood and stocked with all the tools I'll need, including a gorgeous pasta maker just like Iris's. Yes! The 6-burner gas stove is something I see in my sleep, and the fridge is enormous. I could easily cook for 20 people at a time. With a little shimmy, I pull out my phone and make a list of grocery items I want to stock the shelves in the fridge with. I'm going to bake brownies later, and I'm going to make pasta from scratch with homemade marinara and meatballs. Maybe even some bruschetta, but I'll need to bake some bread if I do that. I shimmy again and then head up to my new bedroom to take a shower and get cozy. I don't know where Rome is or when he'll be home, and I don't want to text him and bother him when he's working, but I need to send this shopping list to someone. Luke. I decide to send it to Luke. Me. Rome told me I should make a grocery list. Here it is. If anyone has any questions, I'm happy to answer them. Thank you. I send it off and then start the water in the shower, and while that heats, I wipe my face with makeup wipes and brush out my hair so it doesn't tingle as much when I wash it. The hot water feels divine on my weary muscles. There's even a handheld nozzle that I take down, set on blast, and press to my lower back. I'm tired. I'm used to being on my feet a lot, but not for long shifts behind a bar. It'll be good to have a night off. Although I do plan to be on them in the kitchen all day. Does that count? I don't know. With a smirk, I hang up the nozzle, then shave my legs, wash my hair, and step out to dry off. After moisturizing my face, I find a blow dryer, the expensive kind, in a drawer, and use it to dry my hair, which takes half the normal time with this awesome appliance. When I step out of the bathroom, wrapped only in a towel, I jump when I see Rome leaning in the doorway. And he looks pissed.
Chapter 28. Rome. I want to take my firefly to bed and lose myself in her for several hours before we curl up and fall asleep for the majority of the day. I got word from my men that she went to the gym this morning with Scarlett, and she's since gone back to the penthouse. The thought of her being in my home fills me with satisfaction. Mine. After our encounter in my office, the night went to shit. I'm ready for the distraction of a gorgeous woman. My gorgeous woman. Get some rest, I say to Luke as we ride up in the elevator. Be at my place by 6 this evening. I just got a text from your girl, he says, surprising me. I narrow my eyes. I don't like Eloise texting Luke unless it's an emergency. What did she say? It's a grocery list. He turns the phone so I can see it. What do you want me to do? Send someone out for the fucking groceries, I reply, and stare at him like he's stupid. But from now on, requests will come through me. He smirks and nods and the elevator stops at his floor. I'll take care of it. See you later. When the doors close again, I take a deep breath. It seems I need to have a talk with Eloise. I stride over to my door and nod at the two men standing there. Some groceries will be delivered later. One of you can come in and put the cold stuff in the fridge. They nod, and I step inside and close the door, then stop and listen. I don't hear her bustling around downstairs, and by the way the air is still, I can tell that she's not down here. She's in bed. As I climb the stairs, I shed my suit, coat, and tie. I unbutton my shirt as I walk into the bedroom and toss the garments on a chair in the corner. But Eloise isn't here. With a frown, I walk to the bathroom. No Eloise. I kick out of my shoes and listen. Then it occurs to me that her things are no longer in my bathroom, and with my temper starting to rise, I move to the closet. Her clothes are gone. If she'd moved out, my men would have told me. Then I realize that a shower is running. With a scowl, I walk out of the bedroom and down the hall to the guest suite that's never once been used. Who the fuck am I going to invite over? And realize that she's moved into it. What the fuck? I hear the shower kick off, so I lean against the doorway waiting for her. She's murmuring to herself. After a few moments, the blow-dryer kicks on, and still I wait. Eloise emerges from the bathroom wrapped in a white towel, her dark hair loose and still a little damp around her shoulders. Her face is clean of makeup, and she looks so goddamn fuckable. But she stops short when she sees me and bites her lower lip.
Hi,
she says tentatively. Hello, Eloise. Her brows pulled together in an uncertain frown at the coldness in my voice. Why are you in here? She glances around and licks her lips.
Because I didn't know if you wanted me in your space, so I
push off the door jamb and she stops talking. You what?
I found a guest room.
The words are quieter, and her gaze falls to my chest. She likes the ink, but I want her eyes on mine. I don't want you in this room, I tell her as I close in on her. I wrap my hand around her throat loosely and guide her backward against the wall, holding her there. Her pupils blow wide.
Where do you want me?
God, that breathy voice of hers when she's turned on takes me out at the knees. In my bed, in my room. Our bed, our room. But she's not quite ready for that yet. I want you with me, Firefly.
I don't want to be in your way.
She doesn't want to be in my way. Many men and women yield to me daily. It's what I expect and demand. But this is different. And if I know anything about Salvatore Rizzo, this is the product of his abuse, his utter control, his cruelty. How can I show her that I'm not like him, that she has a choice, but that I hope she chooses what I want? I lean in and brush my cheek against hers and whisper in her ear. I want you in my way. I tug the towel loose and let it pool around her feet, and then I push my hand between her legs and growl. You're already wet. Why are you so wet, Eloise? She swallows hard against my hand. I fucking love that I can feel her pulse, her swallows, her breath. She gasps when my finger slips between her lips and circles her entrance. Tell me.
I can't talk.
I grin against her cheek. Yes, you can. Why are you so turned on? She swallows again and moves her hips as if she's seeking more, but I pull my finger back, denying her.
Because you looked sexy with just your pants on, leaning on the door with your arms crossed and your muscles tight, and you looked so mad.
Making me mad turns you on? She shakes her head.
It's just... God, please touch me.
I will. I brush over her clit so lightly she whimpers. I'll give you what you need. Tell me the rest.
I don't know how to explain it.
I dip my head down and pull one nipple between my lips, making us both groan. Christ, she's delicious.
I just felt excited when I saw you like that.
It's all she can give me now, so I push 2 fingers inside her, continuing to suck on her nipple until she cries out, clinging to me. Those little hands dive into my hair again, and her orgasm washes over her faster than I expected. This isn't your room, I say as she pants, coming down from the high. And that's the second time you've come on my hand and not my cock or my mouth. Picking her up, I march us out of the bedroom and down to our room, where I lay her on the bed. I stretch out over her, brush the hair off her face, and press my lips to her cheek.
Rom,
She whispers as her fingers dance up and down my back. Christ, her touch ignites something in me that I didn't know existed. Yes, Firefly.
I really, really want you to.
Before she can complete that thought, I cover her lips with mine and she whimpers in relief. I don't often kiss women on the mouth. It's too intimate, too close. But this might just be my new kink. Kissing Eloise. Her lips are soft and plump, and when I lick across them, she opens up for me beautifully, letting me in. I sink into her, devouring her, exploring her. My pelvis settles against her, and she rubs against me, soaking my pants as I kiss the fuck out of her. I can't stop. Touching her, feasting on her mouth. Fucking delicious. My life is too dangerous to bring something so fucking good into it. Yet I know I'll never let her go. Her hands roam down to the waistband of my slacks, and she pushes under them, wanting me naked. Happy to oblige her, I reach down and unfasten them and work them off, then return to her, brushing my mouth over hers gently. Better? I ask her.
So much better.
She agrees and claims my mouth once more, wrapping her arms around my neck as her legs open wider and pull up around my hips. My cock lies heavily in her wet slit.
Maybe about to get even better?
I chuckle. Are you ready for my cock, Firefly?
Yes.
I reach between us and rub the head, along with the metal there, over her clit, and her eyes widen.
Holy shit! What's that?
With a smile, I lick over her lips. I'm gonna make you lose your fucking mind. I slip the head inside her and pause, then growl. So damn tight. She makes a strangled noise in the back of her throat, but pushes her hips up in invitation.
Don't stop.
I'm going easy, I inform her. I don't want to hurt you.
It's okay. Hurt me. Fuck, Rom, just...
I shove inside her, making her cry out, and then pull back out and do it again. Is that what you want? She nods, her head thrown back. Eyes on me, Eloise. Those green eyes open and fly to mine, and I love how her pupils are dilated and her breaths are coming faster.
More.
She whispers, You like it rough, baby?
I didn't know I did until right now.
And that sets fire to every cell in my body. I can't hold back. I couldn't if I tried, and I'm a man who has control in all things. I push into her harder and deeper, but I want more. I grab a pillow and lift her ass off the mattress, then shove the pillow under her, and it gives me the leverage I need to be even deeper.
Rome.
That's right. I sink my teeth into her neck, fucking her hard, and she's clutching onto me as if she's scared that I'll pull away. Not a fucking chance. I push up onto my knees and take her in, tits bouncing with every thrust, her soft stomach so fucking gorgeous and begging for my hand. So I cover it and press the pad of my thumb over her clit, and she arches back, pushing even harder onto my cock, convulsing around me. Fucking cum, I growl and watch as her skin flushes, her hands fist in the sheets, and her gaze stays pinned to mine as she hurls over the edge into an orgasm so damn strong she takes me with her. I rock into her, my cum filling her and feeling nothing but bliss. That has to be what this is. There's no other word for it. I cover her once more and kiss her cheek, her neck, and over to her lips where I brush back and forth gently as we both catch our breath. This is our bed, I say against her lips, and our room. You'll be here with me, understood? She nods and licks her lips, brushing my own in the process. You'll also text grocery requests and anything else directly to me. Her brows pull into that frown.
Okay. I didn't know what to do.
Now you do. I kiss her again. Just ask me if you don't know, baby.
Okay.
I roll us onto our side so my weight is off her.
That was...
Fucking incredible, I answer. I love the tender smile I get in return. Genuine. Happy.
You're piercing. You're right. I can't explain how good that was.
I'm glad, Firefly. It's all yours now. A blush covers her face, then she goes quiet. What? We're still connected. I don't want to leave her heat. But I can tell something's on her mind, even though I should have fucked all thoughts from that pretty little head. She takes a breath.
I want to invite Scarlett here. She's my friend.
That's fine.
She was scared.
I frown. Why?
Because it's drilled into new employees that this is off limits.
Ah. I brush her hair over her shoulder. Christ, I can't take my hands off her. If she's invited, it's okay. Would it make you happy if I offered her an apartment here? She blinks rapidly.
You'd do that?
She's your friend. If she wants it, I don't have a problem with it. My Firefly's eyes fill with tears and I frown. Hey, what's this for?
I'm not used to any of this.
Any of what?
Being listened to, cared about, feeling like I have a voice and a choice.
You have anything and everything you want. I kiss her forehead. Now we have one more thing to discuss for now.
Okay.
She sniffs and brushes her sweet fingertips down my cheek. If you don't want to get pregnant, you'd better get your birth control figured out. I don't plan to ever fuck you with anything between us. Her eyebrows shoot up in surprise and I grin before kissing her, then pulling away to use the bathroom.
Rome.
It's not up for discussion, I add. Although the idea of you pregnant? Her eyes startle at that. Inwardly I do too. Just having someone I care about makes me more vulnerable. But a child? That could bring me to my knees. But the thought of having children with my Firefly fills me with warmth.
But are you clean?
I turn back to her. It's a valid question. She knows I run a sex club and she saw me go into the playroom last night. Yes, I'm clean. I'd never put you at risk. She still has questions, but I know she won't voice them. And Eloise, when I go into the playroom, it's not to play with other women. I'm just doing my job, making sure everyone who comes through my doors, either staff or clientele, are completely safe. She nods.
Understood. Chapter 29. Lulu. Is it just me, or are things moving fast? Fast actually feels like a mild term. It's really more like supersonic. I didn't even know Rome a week ago, and now I live with him. We've had the most amazing sex of my life, and he just told me that he's not afraid of getting me pregnant. These should be red flags. Yet I can't bring myself to feel like it's wrong. The timer dings, signaling that it's time to knead my dough and get it in the oven. I've been baking and cooking for the past 2 hours. My sauce is already simmering. It's best if it can simmer for a full day, but this will do just fine. When I woke up, Rome was still out cold, and I didn't want to disturb him. So I slipped out of bed and went to the guest room to pull on clothes. When I got to the kitchen, I was excited to find that the groceries had been delivered while we slept. At least I think it was while we slept, and not while Rome had me screaming down the building with the best orgasms of my life. Is that why I'm so quick to agree to this supersonic relationship? Because I'm so attracted to him and his pierced dick does magical things to me? To be fair, I was into it before I discovered how talented he is with his dick, pierced or not. With the bread in the oven, I cross to the fancy farm sink and wash my hands, and then I take stock of what I still need to do. But when I turn around, I find Rome standing on the other side of the island, leaning against the countertop, watching me. He's in a white t-shirt and lounge pants. I've never seen him this casual. Hey, I smile at him and wipe down the countertop with a sponge. You were sleeping well.
Did you not sleep well?
He asks with a frown. Christ, I love his voice. It's so deep and sexy. I slept like the dead, actually. I just woke up and knew I wouldn't get back to sleep. Plus, this is my one night off, and I didn't want to waste it. His eyebrow kicks up, and he looks almost irritated.
You can work any night you want.
No, I shake my head firmly. I work for Rita.
And Rita works for me.
I smile at him as I find a cutting board and knife, then pull tomatoes and basil out of the fridge, grab a head of garlic, and start chopping. But I work for Rita, I counter, and she sets my schedule. I don't want special treatment. I love the job, and I'm not complaining at all.
It didn't sound like you were,
he says, crossing his arms over his chest. Holy shit, do the tattoos look good. They're down both arms, and his t-shirt hugs his biceps like a second skin, and it all makes me a little sweaty. I'm just ready for a night of downtime, that's all. It's been a crazy week, and I feel like I haven't had a minute to just breathe since I sat down at that breakfast with my father. Everything was scary. Not just that day or the days since, but for years, and it feels good to take a breath. I realize I've finished chopping the tomatoes and my eyes fly up to his. I might have said too much.
Never.
He circles the island and wraps his arms around me from behind, pressing his lips against the top of my head.
I hate that you lived in fear for even 1 minute. Someone will pay for that.
I sigh and lean back into him, enjoying his strength, his warmth. Nothing feels better than being held by Rome. I don't need someone to pay for it. I just don't want to live that way anymore. I feel his breath in my hair as he rubs his lips lightly back and forth.
You'll never live that way again. What are you making? It smells fucking amazing.
I smile and tip my head back to look up into his icy blue eyes. This is for bruschetta. I have bread in the oven for that too, but I'm making homemade pasta for dinner and the sauce is simmering. I should have asked you if you have allergies or if there's anything you hate.
I'll eat whatever you make,
he says before he kisses my forehead.
Do you have everything you need?
Your kitchen is well equipped. I love it.
I've never used it.
He smirks and hugs me before letting me go.
I'll be heading to work at around 6.
This will be done before then, I assure him. I'd like to invite Scarlett over to hang out here with me tonight.
I don't have a problem with that. When she arrives, have one of the guards outside go down to get her.
I nod, relieved that Rome is so laid back. Most men in his world are hard and cruel, uncaring, certainly not affectionate and happy to do a woman's bidding.
You have an odd look on your face,
he says, watching me. If you hadn't told me that you're part of organized crime, I'd never have guessed. I've spent my whole life in that world, and you are not like them.
Explain.
His eyes narrow, and his jaw firms, but he doesn't look angry. He looks concerned. You're not hard and angry, mean, vicious. I'm not afraid that you're going to hurt me just for the fun of it. His jaw works.
I need to get something straight with you. I'm not a good man, Eloise. I am hard and angry, and I can be vicious. I have no qualms about taking someone's life.
But it's because they're the bad guys, not just randomly or because you enjoy it. He tips his head to the side.
Don't romanticize me. I'll treat you very well every moment of every day. but few others get that luxury. No, I don't enjoy hurting women. Killing is part of most of my days. People fear me because I need them to. I am the bad guy, Firefly.
I nod slowly, taking it in as I stir the bruschetta mixture, then place it in the fridge so all of the flavors can marry. Next, I get started on the pasta.
Just because you haven't seen it doesn't make it non-existent,
He finally says. But I prefer not to see it. I clear my throat. I'm not innocent, Rome. I've seen my fair share of death. My father thought it was funny to murder the men who betrayed him in front of me. He lowers his hands and they fist on the island, but I keep talking. He's a sadistic bastard. I shake my head and open cupboards. Do you have a stand mixer with attachments?
I have no idea.
I walk into the pantry to look and don't see it at first, but then it catches my eye on a corner shelf, high up. Aha! Found it! I'm able to grab it with my right hand, but it's too heavy for my left since I can't reach all the way above my head. I almost drop it, but suddenly Rome's there, helping me.
Whoa.
He says, taking it from me.
Don't do that again.
Sorry, I can usually manage, but when something is high up, I have issues. I demonstrate how far I can raise my left arm. This shoulder doesn't work well.
Why the fuck not?
He asks as he sets the mixer where I point on the counter. It's been dislocated too many times. I turn to walk away, but then I'm spun back around, and Rome's fierce eyes glare down at me.
Say that the fuck again?
I lick my lips. Jesus, I just say everything around this man. He's like a truth serum. But who else have I ever been able to tell? No one on my father's payroll would have given a shit. Iris hated how I was treated, and sometimes she'd make sure to hold me when I couldn't hold in my pain. But she also needed to keep her job, and the walls had ears, so she would never have been a true confidant. I had no one, and I hadn't realized how lonely my life was until I came to Rapture. Is that why all of this is coming out of my mouth? Because I've never had a soul to tell? Because I could never divulge to anyone that I lived with a narcissistic monster who treated me so despicably? My left shoulder has been dislocated a lot, and I never had physical therapy for it. So I can't reach up, and I can't lift heavy things above my head. But I'll just get a step stool.
Fuck this stool. Who dislocated? Let me guess. Your piece of shit father?
I lick my lips again and give him a jerky nod. If I made him mad, he grabbed my arm and pulled it behind my back. Hard. Rome paces away from me, then turns back my way.
What else?
I frown. What do you mean?
I want to know every fucking thing he did to you. I saw the bruises, and now I know about the shoulder. What else, Eloise?
I have a scar, he growls, on my low back from a knife. Mostly it was slaps, though. Once in a while, he'd punch me, and once I was on the ground, he'd kick my ribs. That's what you saw. Those are fading nicely and don't hurt anymore.
Anything else?
I reach out and take his hand, giving it a squeeze before I resume my place at the island to make the pasta. Mostly, it was psychological. I've seen men tortured, hacked up, bled out, all of the things.
When did he start doing that to you? Christ.
His voice is hard and low. I was young. I blow a piece of hair out of my face, thinking it over. It was just before my mom died. Probably 8 or 9.
You prefer not to see it?
He whispers. Yeah, some girls went to dance class, and I watched men lose their fingers. He never made me be the one to do it, but that's because he loves it too much. He always said it was because my idiot of a mother never gave him a son, so he didn't have a proper heir, and I'd be expected to be it instead. But let's be real, I was never going to inherit anything. Women aren't dons. Whoever he made me marry would have taken over the family. He just liked hurting me. Watching people die tore me up until I was in my early teens, when I learned how to turn my brain off and disassociate. I shake my head as I mix the eggs and flour by hand. This is my favorite part. I love getting my hands dirty in the kitchen. Why did we start talking about this? I ask with a frown.
You're with me, and that puts you in danger. There's nothing I can do about that. I wouldn't leave this life if I could, and I can't.
He says, reminding me. Yes. You can tell me you're a bad man, and when you're not with me, you're running drugs or cleaning money or whatever the hell it is that you do. And in the process, men die because they're stupid and disloyal and make poor choices. But if it's all the same to you, I'd rather just work my amazing bartending job, cook in this stellar kitchen, and be with you whenever I can have you. Just please be careful. I get the idea that Rome would rather I be forthright about what I want here. This is so new, and maybe I'm a new shiny toy to someone like him and will be discarded despite his words of adoration. But the anger I saw tear through him at what my father has done, I can't deny that was gratifying. I know Rome's also a violent man, and I can hope he's a man of his word, and truly someone I can trust. I've never known a man I can trust. This is his home, his world, and therefore his rules. But I hope he'll respect mine while I'm here. I have 2 rules, Rome. Don't ever raise a hand to me. And if you're going to fuck other women, be discreet. Those are the deal breakers for me. He circles back around to me, and his hands frame my face.
You're with me, and that puts you in danger. There's nothing I can do about that. I wouldn't leave this life if I could, and I can't.
I know that.
But you're always safe with me. There are reasons it's important to me that you're safe. No one will ever raise a hand to you in anger. Unless death comes knocking on our door, I'm happy to shield you from ever seeing blood being drawn again. I just need to know that if anything were to happen, you could protect yourself if I couldn't get to you.
I can shoot, and I know some basic hand-to-hand, although not much. I have a good aim when stomping on an instep or kneeing someone in the balls. His eyebrows climb. My father's men got a little too friendly.
Jesus.
I'm not a delicate flower. I grin and boost up on my toes, intending to kiss him, but I'm still not tall enough, and my hands are still covered in sticky pasta dough. Hey, come down here.
Not yet. That second statement about fucking around on you, that's not going to happen. I don't want anyone else, and when I'm committed, I'm fucking committed.
It's been days, Rome. I shake my head, but he holds me firm. Seriously, it's been such a short time. This might not work out between us.
It doesn't matter how long it's been. I know there will be no one else for either of us ever again.
I let out a shaky breath before he presses his lips to mine twice and pulls away.
You're unbelievable, Eloise.
No, I'm not. I turn back to my dough. I'm just a product of what I survived.
Unbelievable.
He drags his hand down my ponytail and kisses my temple.
I have some work in my office.
Okay. I smile at him as he leaves the room. Once the dough is ready to go, I wash my hands again and text Scarlett. Me. I'm making a huge dinner. Want to come over to eat and hang this evening? The dots dance on the screen as I open the fridge and pull out a bottle of water, uncap it, and take a long sip. Scarlett. Did you talk to Mr. Alexander? I smirk and reply. Me. Yes, and he's totally cool. Scarlett. Then hell yes. Can I head your way now so we can hang while you cook? Me. Get your sexy ass over here. Scarlett. Be there in about 30. By the time Scarlett texts to let me know she's downstairs, I have the pasta ready to go in a boiling pot and the brownies in the oven. I open the front door and smile at the guard there. Hey, my friend Scarlett is downstairs. Would you please bring her up?
Sure thing,
He says, and I close the door. I pad over to the office and see Rome typing away on his keyboard.
Come here, Firefly.
He says without looking up at me. Following orders, I walk behind the desk, and the next thing I know, I'm in his lap and he's kissing me like his life depends on it. My God, this man can kiss. He's a master at it. His lips are soft yet demanding. His tongue is just right, exploring my mouth without trying to choke me out. When I come up for air, I say, "What was that for?"
Been wanting to do that since I woke up in that bed alone,
he says, drifting his knuckles down my cheek. The next time I'm too wordy, just shut me up and kiss me.
No way.
He rubs his nose against mine.
I like it when you talk to me, baby.
Good, because I can't stop telling him everything. Scarlett's on her way up, I inform him. I was just letting you know. He checks the time, then pats my ass and helps me to my feet.
I need to get ready for work. My men will be here shortly.
It's a good thing I made so much food.
You don't need to feed everyone, Eloise.
Need to? No. Want to? Yes. Are you going to tell me I can't? I set my hands on my hips and grin while he growls low in his throat and shoves his hands through his hair.
It seems I can't say no to you for much. But I don't want them getting used to it. I'm not sharing you with the whole fucking building.
I laugh and rub my hand up his chest. Of course not. The doorbell chimes and I pad through the door of the office, but suddenly Rome is at my side.
You check the security cameras.
He says, showing me the screen next to the door.
Always, even when you're expecting someone, and you better only have women up here. My men will be instructed to shoot any men on sight.
That's crazy. Besides, it's just Scarlett.
This is when I put my foot down. You will always check, Eloise. Do you hear me?
Okay, I hear you. How do I do that? He shows me which buttons to push, and a picture of the hallway comes up. Sure enough, there's the guard from earlier, along with Scarlett. See?
Never open this door without this step. I'm deadly serious.
There's no humor in his face. I promise, Rome. He nods once, then opens the door. Scarlett's ready with a big smile, but it dims a bit when she sees Rome. I can tell she's full of nerves. "Oh, hi, Mr. Alexander,"
Welcome.
he says, gesturing for her to come inside.
I hope you two have a good evening. I've booked out the spa for both of you tonight, starting at 8.
We both stare at him in shock. You did? Damn, the man is swoony.
Yes, enjoy it. Get pampered.
He kisses me on the head, nods at Scarlett, then goes upstairs. Holy shit, she whispers to me. 1, I've never seen him dressed like that, and 2, he kissed you in front of me. I bite my lip, grinning. And 3, he's treating us to the spa. I laugh and take her hand, leading her into the kitchen. Best night ever, I tell her, offering her some bruschetta. Here, eat this to start and tell me what you think. Oh, God, it smells so good in here. Do I smell brownies? They're in the oven for dessert. What else are you making? Show me everything. I take 10 minutes to show her the sauce, the pasta, the breads, and all the things I've been sweating over this afternoon. Okay, really, eat this and tell me if it's good. She takes a bite of her appetizer and closes her eyes. Marry me. Leave the hot rich guy and marry me, Lou.
I heard that.
Rome says, walking into the room while finishing with his tie. He drapes his jacket over the back of a stool and picks up some bruschetta of his own. You'll understand when you take a bite of that, Scarlett assures him, not sorry in the least. She looks so adorable in her skinny jeans and a slouchy black sweatshirt that shows off one shoulder. Her bra is lacy and blue, and her hair is in a high pony off her clean face. There's no makeup in sight. I think she's gorgeous. Rome takes a bite, and his eyes fly to mine.
Wow.
Okay, you guys are just inflating my ego. I get to work dishing up 3 helpings of the pasta and pass them around. This sauce is my specialty. Here you go. We can't go to the spa, Scarlett says around a mouthful of pasta, shaking her head. We have to spend the night at the gym because I'm eating all of this. Oh God, are you a chef or something? I took culinary classes. I shrug and look at Rome, who's staring at me while he chews. And I had a great housekeeper and cook at home growing up. Oh, and I made homemade vanilla ice cream to go with the brownies. Rome's eyes narrow. What's wrong?
Absolutely nothing.
I tip my head to the side, but before I can ask him anything, Luke comes through the door, followed by Julian, Mateo, and Carson, along with who I assume are their seconds in command. The penthouse is suddenly filled with huge, scary, dangerous, and beautiful men, all armed to the gills.
Holy shit,
Luke says, taking in the spread. Grab plates, I tell them all. There's plenty here. I rattle off what everything is, and no one has to be told twice. Rome looks irritated.
Don't get used to this,
He grumbles.
She's not doing this for you assholes all the time. Wow, pretty bartender,
Carson says with a wink.
You did this for me? Not for you.
Rome counters, and I laugh. I did this, I confirm. I realize that Scarlett has gone quiet, and when I look over, I find her and Luke eyeing each other. The tension between them is palpable. The attraction is absolutely not one-sided.
Is it poisoned?
Mateo asks, eyeing the sauce. You're the one who drugs people, I counter, holding my chin up. The others laugh, and Rome winks at me.
Christ, I'm moving in here,
Carson says.
Leave him for me, pretty girl. I'm better in bed. I will fucking end you.
Rome growls, but Carson just laughs and pats Rome on the back. Their dynamic is fascinating. They're obviously all good friends, joking with each other. It's nothing like what I saw in my father's home. But then again, my father doesn't like anyone. He definitely doesn't have any friends. I notice that Julian and Mateo continue to watch me with cool, untrusting eyes, and I can't say I'm surprised. Rome knew who Salvatore Rizzo was, which means these men do too. I'm an unknown commodity here, getting close to their friend, and they definitely think the worst of me. My father trusted no one, so I can imagine that's a standard trait with men like these. Yet I have a deep sense of relief. Despite my niggling doubts, Rome means a lot to me. I can see myself staying, living here, with him, in this life, no matter the risks. And these men, they'll protect Rome at all costs, and that's more important than them liking me. Hopefully, I'll prove my loyalty, and maybe win them over through their stomachs, too. I have brownies and ice cream, I announce, getting up to pull everything out for dessert.
We're leaving.
Rome says.
No brownies for them.
I made a shit ton, I counter. Of course you're all going to eat it. You don't tell an Italian woman no when it comes to food, Rome Alexander. The room goes dead quiet. No one lifts their forks to their mouths. All eyes are on Rome while he stares at me. No one speaks to him that way. My stomach quivers a bit in apprehension. Did I take it too far? Should I be more submissive when his friends are around? I forget that he's a boss and his men and friends are here, and I just got sassy. Shit, I don't know what to do. But Rome's mouth twitches into a half smile and he crosses to me and kisses my forehead.
You heard my Italian woman. Eat her food.
I'm sorry, I whisper, so only he can hear. I didn't mean to sass you in front of them.
You're fine, Firefly.
He smirks and reaches for a brownie of his own. After scooping some ice cream on top, he takes a big bite.
This is fucking good.
When the men are done eating, they all smile and wave at me, but I know that no one would dare touch me. And I'm okay with that.
I'm Spider.
A big, bald man says, He has face tattoos and a piercing in his lip, but his smile is nothing but friendly.
Carson's second. Thanks for dinner.
You're welcome. Be careful tonight, guys. They shuffle out the front door, but Rome hangs back. When they're all gone, he pulls me into his arms with Scarlett our only audience and kisses the hell out of me.
Thank you,
He murmurs against my lips. You're welcome. He backs away and turns to leave.
Have a good time at the spa, ladies.
And with that, he walks out. Scarlett stares at me in awe. Did that all just happen? I ask her. I think so. She swallows hard. You had all of the kings of Vegas in this kitchen, eating dinner. Yeah, they're kind of goofy and intimidating. Or, terrifying. Scarlett's reaction is much more natural than mine. Am I immune to danger now? And Luke has it bad for you, my friend. She blinks at me. What? No, he doesn't. He couldn't take his eyes off you. No way. My tits aren't even out, and I'm not wearing makeup or anything. I don't think he cares about that at all. He likes you back. She worries her bottom lip. Can I have another brownie? With a laugh, I get us each another. We can eat the rest of the pan.
Chapter 30. Rome. Your girl can cook, Carson says as we walk out to the waiting SUVs. Flirt with her again and you're fucking done. The fucker smirks. Come on. You know I wouldn't do anything. I like her for you. I glance his way. I'm so relieved that I have your blessing. Are you ready to go intimidate my woman's piece of shit father now? The humor leaves his face and what replaces it is pure wrath. Always. Let's do this. The four of us are traveling in separate SUVs as usual. Rizzo agreed to meet with us, but we're in the middle of a goddamn war, so we need to be ready for anything. We have an army of 40 men going with us, and I trust each of them implicitly. Our guys are in position and ready, Luke informs me once I'm in the back seat of my black SUV. Rizzo is there. He has 8 men with him. That's it? Luke shrugs. Seems so. I shake my head and feel the fury pulse through my veins as every word my firefly said to me earlier in the kitchen runs through my mind. He didn't just abuse her. He fucking tormented and tortured her for 23 years. I'm not simply going to kill him. That's too good for that piece of shit. No, I'm going to keep him alive for a good long while and make him beg for death. Even then, I won't give him peace. He'd better enjoy every day of his freedom because it's coming to an end soon. We stop outside of the warehouse that we use for meetups like these. Our army has instructions to surround the area, with 15 men coming inside with us. Just because Rizzo has 8 at his side doesn't mean he hasn't given similar instructions to his own men. We could be walking into an all-out battle. I check both my sidearms and the knives on my belt before stepping out of the vehicle. Julian, Matteo, and Carson are ready as I join them, and the 4 of us walk through the doors side by side. Rizzo leans negligently against a crate, his arms folded over his chest. His dark hair is slicked back and his eyes are hard and calculating as our men file in behind us. So much for friendly meetings, he sneers. We don't have a friendly relationship, Julian reminds him, taking the lead. Rizzo thinks we're here because of the man's attack on Julian's port. We don't plan to tell him about Eloise's whereabouts. You made sure of that when you killed my men and stole from me. Rizzo shakes his head. He's not quite 50, less than 10 years older than any of us, but he likes to talk down to everyone around him. He's annoying as fuck. I want to send one of my knives right through his throat. It would be so easy, so fast. Too fast. Now, Julian, I don't know the port belonged to you. That's a crock of shit, Matteo says with a scoff. The entire West Coast knows. You thought you could swing your dick around and get away with it. Did you get my package? Julian asks. Suddenly, weapons are cocked and pointed at us. I grin. This is the part I enjoy. Threaten me. Fucking threaten me and see where it gets you. Listen. Rizzo holds his hand up, and his men stand down. I got your message, Julian, and you have my apologies. Like I said, I didn't know it was your shipment. Carson growls, Mateo scoffs, but Julian and I simply stare. Enrico's eyebrows pull together, just long enough to show that he's rattled. I want my diamonds back, Julian says, with interest, and I want your men off my turf. Rizzo doesn't speak for a moment and then says, I can agree to that, with a condition. I don't really think you're in a position to demand conditions, Mateo mutters, but Rizzo keeps talking. My daughter is missing, he says, and my hands ball into fists. The last I knew, she was here in Las Vegas. The last you knew? Carson asks, tipping his head to the side. The man I sent to collect her has gone missing, Rizzo replies, and there has been no news. That was days ago. Send men into our city without talking to us first and bad things happen, Mateo says. I was trying to rescue my daughter, Rizzo says. I love her so much and just want her home with me. My jaw is clenched so tightly it's a wonder my molars don't break. It sounds like she might not want to be found, Carson says, and Rizzo licks his lips. Everyone is terrified of Carson. Maybe she skipped out with your man, Julian suggests, knowing it'll piss me off. She's a foolish girl, Rizzo replies, shaking his head. I'm ready for her to be married, and she needs to come home, so I'll pay your interest if you help me find Eloise. Her name in his mouth makes me feral. I could kill him and all of his men right now. It's nothing less than he deserves. But Julian still has his product and money to collect. I want the goods and the money within 24 hours, Julian says. Once that's delivered, we'll see what we can find out about your daughter. She may not even be in our city. I suspect she is, Rizzo replies. Why? I ask, speaking for the first time. Why do you think she's in Vegas? He watches me for several long moments. Call it a hunch. I don't buy it. He knows something. Once Julian has what he needs out of this asshole, I'm taking him out. 24 hours, Julian repeats, and the four of us turn to walk out of the warehouse. Oh, one more thing, Rizzo says, catching our attention. If I find out that one of you has touched her, that she's not pure as fucking snow when she's delivered back to me, I'll kill all of you. Carson smirks. No, Mateo says in a low voice so only I can hear, so I don't raise my weapon and take him out. Without answering, we leave and climb into our vehicles, then drive away. To say my fury is barely controlled is an understatement. The piece of shit who not only beat his daughter but sold her was right fucking there, pretending he loves his foolish daughter. I could have gotten justice for my Firefly. It can't come soon enough. Christ, she survived that. We reconvene at Julian's mansion since it's the closest, and once inside we sit in his living room with some whiskey. This room is massive, but it's lived in and not ostentatious. Julian built this place about 5 years ago, and we've all spent plenty of time out here, especially when we want to get out of the city. He knows more than he's saying, Mateo says, staring at me. Do we have a problem? I challenge my friend. Maybe. I'm not convinced that your girl isn't a fucking plant. I don't care how well she cooks or how good her pussy is. For fuck's sake, Julian grumbles. She could be a goddamn spy and you know it. I shake my head, impatience seething through me. She's not a goddamn spy. I've seen the bruises her father put on her. She's told me about what that fucker put her through. She's not trying to get information for him. She could be lying, Julian points out. Okay, I'm going to side with Roma on this one, Carson says, shaking his head. That girl is no plant. I really don't think he knows where she is. He sounded almost desperate. And not because he loves her, I add. Eloise told me about his plan to marry her off, but that she didn't know the man, had never heard his name before. Whoever it is, Rizzo clearly needs her for an alliance of some kind. Did she tell you the name? Mateo asks, but I shake my head. No, just that she ran because she didn't trust that they'd be any better to her than her father had been. If she was a fucking plant, she wouldn't have been living in that piece of shit motel. She wouldn't have been so goddamn terrified. I watch Julian and Mateo, and I can see that they agree with me, but they still don't trust her. What do you need to know to trust her? I need Rizzo to die and to see her reaction to that news, Mateo says simply. Well, as soon as Julian gets what he needs from the asshole, that's the plan, I tell him. Because after what he put Eloise through, he doesn't get to live 1 minute longer than necessary. Before the conversation can continue, Julian's son, Elliot, walks into the room with his fiancée on his arm. He's in a tux, and Natasha looks beautiful in a floor-length gown the color of her eyes, sapphires. Her blonde hair is swept up and away from her face, and she's holding Elliot's hand. She won't look any of us in the eye. That's not unusual. Hey, everyone, Elliot says with a smile. Natasha and I were just headed out to the Wish Upon a Star gala. We're going to bid on some silent auction things and dance, right, babe? Natasha's smile is forced, but she nods.
It should be fun.
I glance over at Julian, who watches his son coolly. Julian has had to buy Elliot's way out of jail a few times, yet the idiot continues to be reckless. His gambling habit will end up getting him killed, even if his father is Julian Stavros. But recently, Julian approved the engagement between his son and Natasha Ivanov, the daughter of Sergei Ivanov, the head of the Russian Bratva. The alliance would be good business for both families. However, based on how tight Natasha's smile is, and the way she looks like she wants to run away from Elliot, my guess would be that she's not thrilled by the union. Have a good evening, Julian says with a nod. The couple walks through the door and out to Elliot's Range Rover. She doesn't look thrilled, Mateo says. Julian's eyes narrow. They've only just met a few weeks ago. They're getting to know each other. When's the wedding? I ask him. Next month. We nod because there isn't anything else to say. This is how things work in our world, whether we like it or not. We have other business to discuss. Mateo changes the subject. And Carson's not going to like it. I don't like much, Carson reminds us. Just say it. Adam Damien, Mateo says, and Carson stands to pace. I haven't had eyes on him in our city, but there have been rumblings. I watch Carson, aware that this hits a particularly sensitive nerve for him. For all of us, really. Adam Damien is why Carson spent the better part of a decade in federal prison. He's also the reason the love of Carson's life is dead. Damien's why Carson is as deadly as he is, the reason he's filled with revenge and wrath despite none of that bringing Rena back. Nothing can bring her back. If he steps one toe in this state, Carson growls, I will skin him alive. I'm just putting everyone on the offensive. Mateo shakes his head. The man's a fucking ghost, but I've been hearing things. Keep listening, Julian suggests, and keep us informed.
Chapter 31. Lulu. Best night ever, Scarlett says with a sleepy smile as we stride toward the elevators. We just finished getting rubbed, buffed, and polished all over, and we're as limp as the cooked pasta I served earlier. So good, I agree. I wonder if I could talk Rome into this once a month. I'm pretty sure you could talk him into it whenever you want, she says with a chuckle as she presses the button for the elevator. The doors open when it stops on our floor, and I'm surprised to see Luke standing inside.
Ladies,
he says with a nod, but he only has eyes for Scarlett. Is Rome back too? I ask him.
I just dropped him off at the penthouse.
He confirms.
I'll ride up with you and make sure you make it safely.
I can ride along, Scarlett says, and I press my lips together. Atta girl, get some one-on-one time with the sexy mobster. She winks at me, and once we're on the top floor, I step out, make sure the guards are at the door, then nod back at Scarlett and Luke. Bye, guys. They wave, and before the doors shut, I see Luke make a dive for Scarlett. I can't help but giggle and do a little happy dance as I stride over to the door.
Miss?
One of the guards says with a nod as I press my palm to the plate, unlocking it. Have a good night. I step inside, then shut and lock the door the way Rome told me to. A light is on in the kitchen, but no one is down here. Rome must have left it on for me. He's so considerate for being a self-professed bad guy. After kicking off my flip-flops, I pad barefoot up the stairs and into the bedroom. I can hear the shower running in the ensuite, but when I cross the threshold into the bedroom, the water cuts off, so I crawl up to sit in the middle of the bed. I don't have to wait long before a naked, still damp Rome saunters out of the bathroom. He's headed for the closet, but he stops dead in his tracks when he sees me sitting here. Holy Christ on a cracker. Every inch of him is perfection. All that inked skin, the muscles, the blue eyes, and the dark hair. And that pierced cock does indeed make me lose my fucking mind.
Did you have fun tonight?
He asks. Too much fun. I grin at him. I'm so relaxed I think I could sleep for a week. Scarlett and I both thank you.
You're welcome.
Rather than cross to the closet, he sinks his knee into the mattress and crawls his way over to me, urging me onto my back. We ran into Luke in the elevator, I inform him as I cup his cheek. And I'm pretty sure Scarlett's staying with him tonight. Rome blinks at me.
I don't know if I need to know that information.
You don't, but I'm sharing a little gossip about my best friend with my man. I bite my lip and grin at him. Because I know you'll be discreet, and I can trust you. He nods and leans in to brush his lips over mine.
Yeah, Firefly, you can trust me.
I know. Did you have a good evening?
It was productive.
I smile and snuggle into him. That's pretty vague.
But accurate.
He pushes his hand into my hair and drags his fingers through it, making me sigh.
Your hair is so fucking soft.
I don't know what they put in it, but it's magic.
Smells like...
He buries his nose in my locks and inhales.
Fucking heaven. Christ, I could devour you.
His hands pull on my leggings until they're down my legs and tossed over his shoulder. Next, my t-shirt is discarded, and I'm lying here naked with Rome's magical hands moving all over my skin. Love the way you touch me, I murmur against his lips. You have great hands. My own hands are roaming up and down his sides as he braces himself over me, kissing me, and his gaze finds mine.
I don't usually let people touch me,
he admits, and my hands immediately drop away. I'm so sorry.
No.
He shakes his head and takes one of my hands, kisses it, and returns it to his side.
You can touch me all you want. You have unlimited access to me, Eloise. But this is new for me.
He doesn't like to be touched, but he trusts me enough to put my hands on him at will? Why me? I ask softly, dragging my fingertips up and down his back.
My body knows you,
he says with a slight shrug.
It's the only way I can explain it. It's familiar, which is crazy because I'm 20 years older than you, and I'd never seen you a day in my life before last week.
My eyes sting because that's how it felt for me too, as if my whole body just knew him. Although I had no clue there were 20 years between us. I'm also so curious. Has he suffered in the past and that's why he doesn't want to be touched? Why don't you like to be touched? He shakes his head and kisses me, and I resign myself to not getting the answer to that question tonight. And that's okay. He'll tell me when he's ready. His hand glides down to my breast, and he gently rolls his thumb over my nipple until it's a hard, aching bud. My legs scissor, my core looking for a release only he can give me.
Do you know what I've realized?
He asks, peppering kisses along my neck. What?
I've never had my face in your gorgeous cunt.
I almost choke on my own tongue, and he grins as he kisses his way down my torso to my stomach. I have a slouchy, poochy stomach. I've always been self-conscious about it, but Rome kisses it and keeps moving as if it's a beautiful part of me. As if he's not at all bothered by the extra pounds that I carry and have been shamed for all of my life. And the fact that someone as absolutely freaking gorgeous as this man thinks that I'm sexy too? Well, that's an aphrodisiac all by itself. Rome works his way between my thighs, but suddenly he whips us around so he's on his back and I'm hovering over him, my core lined up with his mouth. How in the hell did you do that? He chuckles.
Lower yourself down here, Firefly.
I'm pretty sure I'll get assassinated for smothering you, I reply, shaking my head.
Then don't smother me. Come on, I'm hungry.
I huff out a surprised laugh, but keep myself up on my knees, hands braced on the headboards to keep my balance. Rome, this isn't going to work.
Eloise, look at me.
I drop my chin and look down at him. His hands drift up and down my thighs soothingly.
Christ, this is one amazing fucking view.
He swallows hard.
Baby, I want to taste you. I'm telling you to sit this absolutely breathtaking pussy on my fucking mouth now.
But I'm...
If you say anything other than perfect, I won't let you come.
His eyes flash up at me.
You're perfect, Firefly. If I wanted you any more than I already do, I'd spontaneously combust. Now be a good girl and lower yourself down for me.
I take a steadying breath, then squat over him. Rome cups my ass cheeks as he feasts on me, stealing my breath away. Holy God, I'm going to die. It's a good thing I can hold this headboard